What's up, guys? It is Brian here. Today, going to be talking about the San Francisco 49ers and giving mid-season grades for each phases of football. So, offense, defense, and special teams. And since they're playing no one this week, I can't really give any predictions against the New Orleans Saints since they played this weekend. They could be a different team the next week, so I won't be giving predictions for this week, but I will next week. So, there you have it. But I'm going to be grading all three phases of football, and let me tell you right now, it is not looking good. No way. The record speaks for itself. 1-6, dead last in the NFC West, and we're probably going to be dead last in the NFC West by the time this season is over. So it's been a torturous season so far. It's been awful. Had a whole quarterback problem thing. Blaine Gabbert, Colin Kaepernick, one of the worst defenses I've ever seen from the San Francisco 49ers, and that speaks volume because a couple years ago we were the best defense in the NFL. We were stacked with the Seattle Seahawks as well as one of the best in the league. We had Vic Fangio as our defensive coordinator. We had Patrick Willis, an emerging Chris Borland. We had Navarro Bowman when he was healthy. We just had everyone. I think Patrick Willis is a really big loss for this team. Now I'm looking back at it right now, but it's just been pretty awful this year. And I wish we were the defense from last year where we weren't allowing 100-yard rushers, and we were the team that was creating a lot of turnovers, and we're not doing that anymore. We're giving teams touchdowns. We're letting running backs run over this team. I mean, Fozzie Whitaker and Jacquizz Rodgers, they're probably pretty good. They're not too bad, but I mean, they're no Marshawn Lynch, or they're no Adrian Peterson or Ezekiel Elliott. They're no running backs like that, and we let them run over us. So it's been pretty bad, and enough ranting. Let's get the show on the road. So offense, right now, I'm going to be giving it a D-. Yes, very harsh. I told you this was not going to be fun to do, but I'm going to have to do it anyways. And biggest reasons why, because receivers aren't getting open. They're not running routes well. Torrey Smith, I don't know what's going on. I think he was a free agent flop in my opinion. Sorry, Torrey Smith. You might be good somewhere else, but not in this team. But Jeremy Curley, that was a big pickup. That was actually a good pickup. I kind of applaud Trent Baalke for doing that, for picking up Jeremy Curley last minute before the season started. And the biggest problem is the quarterback position. Blaine Gabbert, Colin Kaepernick. Blaine Gabbert's been pretty inconsistent, and Colin Kaepernick as well, but I feel like right now, as of these two games with Colin Kaepernick, I think we're worse with Colin Kaepernick than Blaine Gabbert. I know Colin Kaepernick can run the ball. He has a big arm. We all know that, but it's not just talent that takes you over in the NFL. It's leadership. It's your careness for your body, I guess, and stuff like that. And yes, Colin Kaepernick, I am taking a shot at you for going vegan. It's a good, healthy lifestyle, but not right now in the NFL. You need to get big. You need to take the hits that you need to take, and going vegan, losing all that weight is giving it implication that you really don't care about your position as quarterback for this team, in my opinion. And that's pretty disappointing to say. Huge fan of Colin Kaepernick. I still am a fan in some ways for Colin Kaepernick, but just his play for the past couple of years, it's been pretty bad, and this year has been absolute worst. And really, I think we underappreciate Alex Smith. I know Alex Smith isn't really Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or something like that, but at the same time, he brought stability in the quarterback position, in my opinion. And I can't blame Jim Harbaugh for benching for Colin Kaepernick, because Colin Kaepernick had that very hot hand when in 2012 he was doing really good. And that Monday night game against Chicago, that was amazing. And when he took us to the Super Bowl, and I don't know if Alex Smith would have taken us to the Super Bowl, because that was an impressive game against the Falcons in the NFC Championship game that year. But I don't know. I don't want to do any speculations, but right now, Colin Kaepernick's not doing well right now. I think that's an understatement, but hey, whatever. And offensive line, it's not really looking well, because whoever the quarterback is, they've been taking a pounding just a little bit. Not a big pounding, not incredibly like Andrew Luck pounding, but they've been taking a small pounding, so it's been a little bit open. And I heard some rumors, this is just some rumors, that they're trying to trade Joe Staley. Like, why? Why, San Francisco? Why are you going to just do that kind of bull crap? Joe Staley is what is stabilizing this offense for the past couple of years, even though they suck right now, but he's still a consistent, great player, and I love to have him as left tackle. And if they trade him, man, I'm going to be so damn pissed. And whoever's getting Joe Staley, if they do trade him, that they should be happy. I think the Panthers could use him, because the O-line for the Carolina Panthers is pretty damn awful right now, and Cam Newton's been taking a big-ass beating right now in Carolina. So if they trade him, then I guess the Panthers is a good place for him, and the Panthers should pursue Joe Staley, in my opinion, if they do want to go for a trade. But I mean, if they do, then that's pretty stupid, in my opinion. I don't think they should trade him, but if they want to trade him, then trade him. I can't really do anything about that, so whatever. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm going to give them a D- for the offense. Defensively, that is a comedy show. I am going to give that an F-, F-. It is awful. I mean, we all know about the run defense. Historically, one of the worst defenses that I've seen from the San Francisco 49ers. And there's a quick stat. They allowed the most rushing yards throughout this whole span, just as much as the 1981 New England Patriots. And back then, the Patriots were pretty bad. They're not the Patriots now, but back then, the Patriots weren't the Patriots now. So that speaks a lot in volume about this team, and how much this team has really jumped off a cliff from being ranked the top 5 defense in the NFL a couple of years ago with Jim Harbaugh and Vic Fangio to now almost dead last in the NFL. NFL with Jim O'Neil, of all people. I had some optimism from Jim O'Neil when he had that week 1 win against the Rams. 0 points against the Rams. Pretty damn good, but then ever since then, it went whoop all the way to the garbage can. So it's been pretty awful. And hey, Eric Mangini might have been a good defensive coordinator, actually. So I kind of missed Eric Mangini, to be honest with you. And I kind of missed Jim Tomsula. I can't believe I said that. Right now, 1-6. I don't think we were 1-6 with Jim Tomsula. And I don't even think we're going to win 5 games. I think we might even win 1 game. I don't even think we're going to go any more games with a win. That's pretty disappointing. Wow. I can't believe I just said that. I mean, this defense is pretty awful. The run defense, that's pretty much the biggest reason why we suck. And if your running defense is pretty bad, then your passing defense is going to have to do more. And they've been on the field forever. And it's not really helping that the offense is not doing well. It's just been a pretty bad time in San Francisco, especially the defense. That's really bad. And whoever's the running back, I think every game they're going to allow a 100-yard rusher in every game. So that's pretty disappointing. And I think it's going to come down as one of the worst run defenses in the history of the NFL. And that's speaking a lot. And special teams, I don't really have a grade. I said I was going to grade special teams, but I don't really want to grade special teams. It's not really special. I'll just give it a C average or whatever. I'm not going to do anything crazy. They did have some flashes with the Carolina Panthers games. The reason why we almost came back against the Panthers, that would have been great. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all their spotlight for this season. But nothing special, nothing too great, nothing too awful. If I missed something, then please put it down in the comments below. If I did say something that I forgot to say about special teams, if they did a blunder or something like that, they probably did, but I don't remember exactly. So overall, mid-season grade, I'm going to have to give them a D. Yes, a D. It's pretty harsh. If I did this video a couple of years ago in the 2011, 2012, 2013 season, I'd be giving them like an A-, A+ with Jim Harbaugh. But now, since we have Chip Kelly and Jim O'Neil as our defensive coordinator, I'm going to have to give it a D. I feel like we're worse than last year, in my opinion. I don't know how, but it's an indictment against Chip Kelly just a little bit. I know he has no talent. He can't work with anything because he doesn't really have anyone to work with because he's not the general manager of this team, and he has no personnel control. I hope he doesn't get personnel control. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying he just inherited a bad team, in my opinion. But coaching, I think he can do a better job. I mean, he's better than Jim Tomsula. I know he's better than Jim Tomsula. He can coach. He knows X's and O's and stuff like that. But I just don't know why he's not doing as good as Jim Tomsula. If they would have won at least 6 or 7 games by the end of this season, if they can do that, then I'll be impressed because at least that's showing that we are going in the right direction a little bit and we're going to be going up and up and up every year. But if we win 5 games or less, this team is going down all the way down for a couple of years. And that's pretty disappointing. I had high hopes for Chip Kelly. I thought he was going to win at least maybe 6 or 7 games. That's how my prediction was in the beginning of the season. But now it's been pretty effed up now since they're 1-6 now. And wow, they lost a lot of games already. So pretty disappointing. Giving them a D average, and hopefully they can turn it around. I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon, but I'm always crossing my fingers about them. They can turn this team around, but I don't think they will. So pretty disappointing performance by the San Francisco 49ers on all 3 phases of football, especially on defense. But that's all I can say. I'm not a coach or player, so I can't really say anything else. I'm just a, I guess, analyst, a wannabe analyst and what have you. So whatever. That's just what I think about this team. So I always love this team, as you guys know. Always talk about this team. So nothing new about that, but just this team has been pretty awful this whole year. So that's pretty much it, guys. What would you grade the San Francisco 49ers performance on all 3 phases of football and overall? Please put it down in the comments below. I'll have a card section right over here to let y'all take a look at it and take a poll and what have you. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, do whatever you want with this video. Please check out my social media pages right on the screen right there. And I'm going to catch you guys up later. So I'll see y'all probably next week when I predict the New Orleans Saints and San Francisco 49er game. So bye, guys.